Very well, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Xseed Memories of Celceta. What did we do last time? Oh yeah, we got a few quests, I guess. And now we're headed to the Great Forest, just like this girl says. As we do have a few things to do, of course.
Fine.
Out of the way, you! Oh, here comes trouble. Oh, it's you, Adol, was it? I've just been ordered to start work on a map of the Great Forest by the Governor General herself. I heard you were told to do the same, but now that I'm on the case, you might as well go home.
Sancho!
Don't people say no one ever comes out of the Great Forest alive, Sancho? Are we gonna be okay?
Come on now.
Not if we actually try to keep up with the Commander's madness. If you do what he says for a while, though, then we can just pretend to get lost and breathe easy.
Fools!
Imbeciles! You're pathetic! The reward money will be ours, and our praises will be sung throughout the land. You hear me? Come on, we're leaving.
Yes, sir! Come on.
Guess we got competition, though I really don't think we have too much to worry about. Whatever, let's just forget about the awkwardness and move on. We got a map to make. And quests to complete. Which we'll try to do all in this episode if we can. Now, as we cross over, we'll find a monument we can warp back to once we find the correspective one. Because remember, we can only warp at the ones that are yellow. So we have to find the other yellow one. Which, it's actually at the end of this path. Right then, it's almost time for us to get started exploring the Great Forest. Before that, though, you've had a bit of warm-up at the mines, but the monsters in Great Forest are on a different level altogether. So let me give you a few pointers on combat techniques. So here are the new things that are introduced in this game from E7. So if you do an aerial combo, that means you juggle an enemy, you do more damage, and you obtain gold, SP, and life energy. Skill finish. Defeat an enemy using a skill. You regain half the SP the skill required and obtain life energy. Excellent kill. Defeat a foe using the attack type is weak against will drop more gold and may drop rare items. And the Flash Guard, we already know what that is. Damage is nullify. SP and extra gauge increases. Also attack will be critical. And as an addition from the E7, we have Flash Move, which is essentially a perfect evade. And it's literally witch time. Yeah. They even try to hide it. Enemies drop items when defeated. Gold, life energy, and materials. I guess that's about everything. All that's left for you is to try to mount an actual battle. Yeah, so the interesting part is that... Well, the really interesting part is that the fact that enemies actually drop health. Which, you know... Yes, you can't... Of course you can, you know, recover by just standing still, but you can't do that in dungeons. So that gives you an incentive to keep fighting stuff. Because if you do it well enough, then you will get life back. Also, I need to make a correction on something I said in, I believe, episode 2 about gathering spots. I said that you'd actually have to attack them to gather them, but your party members will actually do that for you. So it's basically like in 7. In 7, they don't attack, they gather them, but here they attack them, but they do it automatically, so you don't have to do anything. Why did that juggle not work? There we go. So because of the aerial combo thing, which is, I mean, it's a good bonus, sure, but like it doesn't really matter too much if you don't try to do it on every single enemy. But that makes juggling enemies a lot more useful, because you could do that in 7, but in here they really want to try give you the ability to like do all sort of things. Because like in 7 there are some skills that actually have like that you can use to juggle and trip enemies or do weird things, but they didn't really expand much on that. In this one, however, yeah, it seems like they put a lot more emphasis on what the skills actually can do, like the way they can affect an enemy state, not just, you know, dealing damage or. I don't think. Is stunning enemies here a thing? I don't remember if they have a stun. Let me see here. There is a stun stat. Because, yeah, as you can see, skills here have 4 stats. Power, basically damage. Stun. I believe stun works on the on bosses and some major enemies. You know how we stunned that first boss and we could just wail on it for a bit? Same thing that happens in 7. But in 7 happens with regular enemies. I'm not sure if it happens here. And then range is obviously range and area. Those are just, you know, the range of the skill, I think, related to your character and how much of a big hitbox it has, something like that. Like, I'm attacking these enemies here. Let's see. Maybe I have to scan them to see their stun. It says no weakness. Doesn't actually say. Doesn't actually give me a stun meter. Again, maybe some of the regular enemies don't really have that. That could be it. But definitely the bosses have a stun meter. At least a lot of them have that. And maybe some of the major enemies will have a stun meter as well. Now, on the topic of learning new skills, I'm not sure how it works. I believe it uses a system that was later refined in 8 and 9, which works on what you hit exactly. Like, the more you hit higher level enemies, the more experience you get toward learning a new skill. At least that's how it works in 8. I don't know if it works the same here. Because the way you... Because in 8 you can actually see that in fact. Because there's basically an area, like... I will see it eventually because we'll have to play it. In 8 at one point you fight a bunch of like enemies. They're very high level. You're not supposed to fight them. They're like along other enemies that are among your level, right? But if you fight the big ones, you may not be able to kill them because, or you will if you just, you know, just persist and just hit them a lot. But it takes forever. But by just doing that, you just, for some reason, you just learn a lot of skills, all new ones. I mean, right? So it must be that skill learning is tied to what level, what things you're fighting. Whew, we haven't even traveled that far. I'm on a tide already. Here's a tape paddle. Stand still to recover HP. Yep, that's essentially it. Can only do it outside. And without you fighting, working together is really important to you, so feel free to give me orders if you need to. I actually changed the command of these things, which is also something new that was not in 7. I believe. Was this in 7? If it was, I never used it. But yeah, we have 2 sets for the party AI. That's about all I got for the moment. Let's keep up the pace. And here I believe I've got L2 and yeah, I've got this button.
Let's give him a beating.
And yeah, you have attack focus and defense focus. And if it works the same way it works in 8, the way it works is that as if you're, well, you mostly want to stay on offensive. Because then if you stay on offensive, then your party members will also fight. And will deal damage, which is great. I flash guarded, but still took 6 damage for some reason. I don't know how that works exactly, but there you go. Which obviously, you know, it helps if your party members attack with you because it increases your damage per second. Now your party members that attack will actually take damage, just like you do. But they will take reduced damage since you know you cannot control them, so it'd be unfair for them to take full damage. But still, they take a little bit of damage. Now, if you choose defensive instead, your party members will not attack at all. They will just walk around and dodge all the time. As far as I can tell, that makes them pretty much invincible. They literally cannot get hit. But you know, the downside is, well, the upside is that you literally have 3 health bars to work with, 3 full health bars, because they can never get hit. So you can just switch to them, and you know, if one dies, you can always switch to another one, and you'll have full health. The counter, the problem, I should have really used it here, but whatever. At the ultra, I mean, the problem with having evasion focus is that, you know, you can't. You know, your DPS will be lower because your party members will not attack. But yeah, usually, especially for like easy mobs, just keep them on offensive, get rid of them as fast as you possibly can, and you'll be fine. Yeah, still took damage from that. I guess the invulnerability doesn't actually stay for a long time here. And in 8 and 9, you know, you block and you're invulnerable for like several seconds. It's so broken. They prefer it this way. Because yes, you can block, but you still need to get the heck out of the way. I believe the flash dodge will actually make you.
Is that all you got?
See, if this was 7, I mean, if this was 8, I would still be invulnerable. Right. But yeah, one thing I was saying before is that it seems like to me, at least from what I can remember, that this game gives you a lot more emphasis on what the skills do. Because 7 really didn't really try to do that. It's just, hey, here's the skills or whatever, and sure, you can figure out there's some skills have some special effects on enemies. And there are some skills in 7 that do like buffs, and I believe there's like a couple of skills that buff your party. Here, I want to say there's more than that. They try to experiment more with that concept. As we'll get, like, in 7, those special skills that do special things and don't just do damage were introduced very late. Here we're gonna get one, well, not soon, but at the same time we're not gonna get it like 70% through the game. Yeah, we needed that level up. Really needed that level up. So we're about to fight a strong monster. So the extra stat will be appreciated. Also, we feel the Fabros is standing calmly. Well, we managed to get behind it without noticing us. Let's get milking before he bolts away. Perfect. Man, she's a jittery one. Took her long enough to notice us. That's it. Now, let's see. Let's look at my map. Yeah. So we could go up there. We can also go down here. And down here is where we want to go.
Leave it to me.
Unfortunately, Adol hasn't learned a new technique yet. I was waiting for that, but apparently he hasn't had enough experience. You might have to actually attack stuff yourself to get experience toward new skills, but I don't know about that. So we need that iron ore. Let me see how much of that we have already. Also, I now realize something. Now we don't have a lot. So that guy over there, he's our target. Now we could defeat him right now, or this is what we can do. We can forget about that for a second. Because I actually I started a playthrough on hard for this game. Just, you know, to get myself reacquainted with everything, you know, and, you know, to look up things ahead so that I'm not unprepared for what's up to come. But yeah, I literally took 0 notes for this LP just because it's just when I played it, I was like, yeah, it doesn't really seem like I need a lot of notes. Like most of the quests that are important are just, you just find them in town. There's not like a lot of missable stuff that you need to really keep in mind. Oh, this guy's destroying me. Okay. But I wanted to go this way, mainly because there is the monument there. Adol, attack this, thank you. Give me all the stuff. Right, I'm gonna quickly warp back to town. Actually, before we do that... we're 14 iron ore. I don't know. I mean, I can trade some coal for an iron ore. Remember, we have a quest to sell 20 iron ore. So we do have to do that before the end of the episode, possibly. I also need to kill that guy. We'll complete the quest of the milk since we're here. That maybe will give me some money. I have to talk to you again. I don't want to talk to this guy. I see you were able to milk a Fabris. Excellent. Yep, and it's fresh too. Then I must taste it right away. This unique punchy taste. How I missed it. I'm going to try to make my new drink right away. Behold, the Fabris milkshake. Gentlemen, a toast to its successful completion. Sure, why not? This is, well... you're right, this isn't very good at all. It's certainly unique, I'll give you that, but... the gamey thing really got stuck in your nose. Couldn't have said it better myself. I don't know what went wrong, the recipe seemed perfect. Either way, I still need to thank the two of you for going to trouble getting the milk for me. Here's the reward I promised. We got 1,000 gold for that. Thanks. And don't give up, you'll get it. But of course, this is nothing. I recover from missteps like this all the time, and at record speed. I'm a man!
That was nothing.
I mean, really, the real difficult part of the quest was talking to the guy. Right. So we have 2,000. Here's the thing. The iron ore quest actually gives you a lot of money. And with that money, you can buy better weapons to fight the big dude. Let's see. You exchange materials. Iron ore. I can only get 2 more? Really? And I have 14 iron ore. Man. I guess we'll... wait, actually, you know what? Let's go in here. So we have 2,000. That should be enough for a couple of weapons. Buy. Right, we can buy a long saber for Adol and... oh, wait. No, we've just enough. Okay. That essentially doubles our attack, because 19 plus 19? Yeah. There you go, and then we'll buy Steel Gauntlet for Duran, which is essentially, again, doubled our attack right there. I don't know if I can sell some crap. No, I'm okay. I mean, I could probably trade up and then sell, but... at least our offense is now better. We'll take that guy down much easier. We'll take that guy down much faster. We'll have a much easier time. That's those 2 sentences. I was getting them confused in my head. I will ignore all those guys. Move on to where our target is. And hopefully we'll take it down. And here we are. Right. Let's get it done. He can still do a lot of damage. This guy on hard gave me a run for my money, and I fought it with old weapons too. Gotta switch to Duran here. Let's do pulverizing strike. He's a little stronger than Adol, so this should prove to be very effective. Yeah. I'll switch to Adol again. And he's almost done for. There we go. Got him. Yeah, with the better weapons, very easy. Now we can take this chance to actually grab this. Hey, look at that iron ore. We need what? 2 more? Might as well try to... No, 4 more, man. Though we can trade 3 now with coal, so that's nice. Is there any other deposits? Hey, there's one over here, man. Literally, it's right here. Another iron ore. That was it? What else do we have? Oh, well, that'll have to be enough. So we'll get some money for defeating the monster, too. So, yeah, let's just run all the way back to that monument. Unfortunately, we cannot warp from whenever we want to the monuments. Eventually, we'll be able to do so, but not right now. Go to Cast and see. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, I've also started playing Mask of the Sun, like Ys4 Mask of the Sun, because I've never played that's the SNES version. I only played Dawn of Ys, but I never played Mask of the Sun, and Mask of the Sun is it's not that great. At least right now, it's not that great. Amazing! That's your reward money. 2K.
That's one.
Right. Maybe we can get some armor with that. There's also some armor we can buy. Right, armor. Yeah. Definitely grabbing that. There you go. Essentially, pretty much again, doubled our defenses, just like that. Now. Yeah, I need 3 more. There they are. Right, now I'm gonna save my game. Slot 8. See if I can mess this up. Because you believe it or not, this is not the this is the quest. You think, oh, it's over. I just sell him the things, but looks like the goods are genuine. Well, then I purchase your 20 pieces of iron ore for 5,000 gold. No, 5,000 gold not enough for you. You're quite a negotiator. I'm impressed. Well, then how about 550? I go further. You're quite a tough customer. 6,000, not a bit more. I go even further. Still not satisfied? I don't expect you to keep pushing this far, but I am a merchant, so I understand. Out of respect for your passionate business sense, I'll stretch to 6,250 gold, and that's my final offer. I'm taking it. It's a deal then. If you refuse that, you fail the quest, and you get nothing. There we go. Even though 5k is still pretty good. Huh, it's been quite a while since I've gotten so excited during the transaction. It's a real pleasure doing business with you. I'd love to deal with you again. But hey, I'll take my 6,000. If I can squeeze more money out of you, I'll do it. That's why I saved, just in case I messed it up. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not like we can buy a lot with that. I mean, we could buy this, but I mean, these weapons are not. We cannot use them. Obviously, we'll get characters later that can use them. I'm not sure if it would be a good idea to buy like this and give it to that character when he joins. Yeah, for now we'll just leave. We'll keep it for later, I guess. Is that all the quests? I think that was. Quests. Yeah, that was all of them. At least for right now. So I believe we can... I don't know. Should we end things off here? No, let's get some story done. We haven't actually you know, we've done some exploring, but we haven't got any story. And there happens to be some story stuff going on in the next room, so let's just do that and then end it. Weird. I could sense beasts all around us before, but now it's like they're all gone. Wait, is that...
Yeah, sure enough. I heard about this from a colleague of mine. He said there are places in the Great Forest where spirit tree saplings grow, and monsters will never approach them.
What's the spirit tree?
Well, supposedly some god who lived in this area planted them, or so the story goes. I figure it was all a lot of nonsense, but... well, if nothing else, this seems like an ideal place to take a breather. Give me a hand setting this up, would you?
All right.
Voila, how's that? Not bad, huh?
We should probably set up a tent every time we find a sapling. These can be our bases of operations or something.
Sun's been down for a while, so what do you say you're resting here for the night?